Here's where we left off the alien isolation air shaft, and I just added this little groove here and added bolts on there. And we are going to get going on this thing and doing a little bit more this time. I'm going to shut off the mirror, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select those panels right there, Shift S, cursor to selected, and I'm going to bring in a plane and rotate Y 90, scale this up a little bit and scale it out in the Y like that. And what I'm going for are these panels here, and we'll see what we can do with that. Okay, so I'm going to take that, I'm going to slash focus on that and look from the side, and I'm going to bring in an edge loop and Control B and pull it up near the top on both sides, one in the middle, Control B, to about there. And then I'm going to select those faces and delete them, and let's see what we want to do. Let's take these vertices here, select those and scale them in the Y, pull them back like that. Just have another look here. Okay, these ones look relatively short. I suppose I could take all of these, maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's scale that in the Y and pull in, hold shift. We'll go with something like that. Alright, I'm going to extrude back, give it some thickness, and recalculate outside. Slash key to bring that stuff back. So I'm pushing through there. Alright, so now that I've got that, I am going to go ahead and I think I'm going to try to round this a little bit now that I think about it. So I'm going to come in and select these edges all the way around, all these sharp edges here. I think it will look a little bit better. We'll have to see how that all goes. Okay, so Control B, pull 1, 2, 3 maybe. Did I get 3 in there? I'm going to try that. Now, what I want to do, let's turn off the shadow first of all, is I want to watch my bevel. When you do these Booleans often, you lose your bevel. So we'll give it a try anyhow. So I'm going to select the main part there, keep the mirror off for now. I'm going to choose Boolean, I'm going to drag it to the top, leave it on difference, and with the pipette, I'm going to choose. So far so good. Apply. Let's get rid of that, and I'll have a hole. Alright, now I'm going to come in, and I'm going to Shift Alt and click these edges here. I came pretty close to those edges on both sides. I'll shut that for the moment. E to extrude, push it back just a little bit. Let's turn that back on. Okay, and then I'm going to try just F to make a face. And everybody looks alright so far. Don't want it too deep in. I hope that's okay. Alright, we're going to do another one. Rotate Y 90. Scale it in the Y. And let's see if we can have a look at this one. You know, inside a little bit. It's a little hard to tell on my, reference images. Maybe this edge comes up at this point. Maybe we could do something like that. Yeah, it's pretty good there. All right, let's make a start on this one anyhow. And come up, put another one in here, and I think these ones are longer. Okay, a notch like that coming in. So let's just give it a try. Okay, let's do the same thing here with these. Scale them in the Y. Actually, I think this one is shallower Or I'm going to make it shallower by selecting that and scaling in the Z. And doing this kind of a thing here. I might pull these back a little bit. Scale in the Y a little bit. I'll go with something like that. Just pull it out and let's just extrude it through. And then focus on that. And here, this, we're going to, let's see how well we can notch those and then also bevel to round it. So we'll see how well that works. Grab all of these. Just a small bit of rounding, and hopefully the bevel itself, the bevel modifier, will also kick in, and we'll see. Okay, so the bottom ones are notched as well. Take it back. Okay, let's grab these ones as well. Could have done all that together, but I didn't. Okay, now I'll come around and I'll grab all of these edges here. I put just a little bit of rounding on these. Okay, let's try it. I'll just put like one in there. A hint of rounding. Alright, it's not much, so. Okay, so that's through, so here we go again. I'm going to do a Boolean, drag it to the top, leave it on difference, select, apply, get rid of that. Okay, it didn't go. And the reason for that is, you'll see that it's red. I forgot to recalculate outside, so we'll do that again. Where am I? Okay. Okay. It's all right. Don't freak out yet with that stuff. That's the bevel that's on here. Right. I'm not sure why that does that, but it does it. And we'll these Booleans. I think I got everything. Shut that off for a minute. Okay. E. Pull it back a little bit. Turn that back on. F. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Let's take everything and merge by distance. You got rid of one, so there was a little bit of a problem there. E, there it is. F. Okay. So it's not the smoothest, but it's there. I would have liked it smoother. Sometimes I'll go in and bevel these edges, but I still have a bit of a bevel left, so if I put the mirror on, I should have it on the other side as well. Okay, turn that off for now. The next thing I want to do is put something in here, sort of a rectangle, I guess. Little handle of sorts. Rotate Y90. Scale in the Y and pull it down here. And we'll just do something there like that. Let's extrude back, select it, recalculate outside. But let's round no, let's not do that. Let's mirror that. Like that. We'll try something else. Whereabouts are those? Yeah, we'll just put them there. All right, let's do another one. Okay, so we have that. I'm just going to hide those. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude these back first of all. I'm going to extrude those back. And I'm going to fill them like that. And then let's take them and try in individual origins. Let's just try S and see how well it works. Double check that we are on arc, which we are. And can I just grab these inside ones? Here, let's go back to median point and round these a little bit, or not. So I'm just selecting those inner edges, and I'm just going to try Control B. And I want to look at the rest of it and see if I'm liking. I mean, there's not too much bevel anyhow. I think I'm losing the bevel here. I can do that one by hand. Okay, let's bring back those. And let's go into individual origins and scale them. Actually, I mostly want to scale in the Y. And kind of push them in. I think I'll scale in the Z. I want it in a little bit. Okay, like that, right? Maybe we'll scale in the Y just a little bit more. Okay, let's focus just on those and get rid of the back face here and the top and the bottom. Okay, those. And let's grab these and Control B and pull. Just have 3 on there. We can shade smooth. We've got some fixing to do. I'm going to see if I can come in here and bevel this stuff by hand to make up for the bevel that I have lost doing these horrible Booleans. Just to smooth it out a little bit. So that's done that. And then what I'd also like to try is to take all of this stuff here and see if I can bevel it by hand now. So bear with me while I mess around with this. Getting that shine back. And how can we do this one? Let's give it a try. Okay. See, that's not really doing much, but I'll leave it on because it helps me with some shading errors. Okay, so that's on both sides. Now, if we look at this with a matte cap and this one here, which is good. If the end's closed, it gives a nice look. I just want to have a look at this. Okay, that looks fine. Now, I want to do something similar, sort of similar on the ceiling. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to select these 3, I guess. Shift D, and pull them down. P to break it out. I'm going to take that. I'm going to apply the mirror. And this way I just have a plane right in the center of it. I'm going to get rid of all these edges. I'll dissolve those. And I'm going to come back to this and hide the mirror for the moment. look from the top in wireframe. I'm going to scale this. And I'm actually going to bring it up. I'm going to look down. And then take it back. I'll put it here. Let's scale this in the X a little bit. Okay, this one, go back in the solid view, is just going to be a rectangle that's going to be there. All right? So what I'll do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to just push it through and recalculate outside. I am going to round these edges though a little bit. There's 3, there's 4, 5. Just like that. Okay. So that's going to push through. So I think I'm okay to go ahead and do Boolean on the roof. And we'll have that. I'll get rid of that. So it's cut through. And if I do that, I get that. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to select the edges of this. With not that one, no, and not that one. So just that, and of course it's mirrored on the other side. And I'm going to press E to extrude and pull it up a little bit. F to make a face, and we should have that. Now don't worry about the discoloration. I'll show you something about that in a bit. It's rounded. Okay, now to bevel it. So Shift Alt to click the edge. Control B and do something like that, and you can see it over here sort of brightening up. If I was to apply the mirror, see, that goes away, so I'm not too concerned about it. What I do want to do, however, is select maybe that, Shift S, cursor is selected, and bring in another plane. Just like that. I'll bring it above so it's easier to work. Look down from the top. I'm going to scale this in the Y and make an indent in here. Just like that. I'm going to extrude down, but I'll flip it and I'll round this as well. Like that. And just make sure it goes through. Okay. And we'll take this and do another Boolean. And apply, and I think I'll get rid of that. And then I'll come in here and take the edges, not that one or that one. And we'll extrude up and F to make face. And then we'll bevel this. Hopefully that wasn't too big, but anyways, so that's there now. Now I will come in and I'll merge by distance in case. No, and there's nothing. And we'll also do a quick check here. Okay, everything looks okay. Now, if I was to take this, not everything is attached yet, but just to get an idea, if I'll do Shift D. Hold snapping, and hopefully it snapped to the right thing, just to get a sense of what it looks like. Then a little bit longer. All right. Okay, that's fine. Get rid of that now. So we got the wall pieces, we got the ceiling indent, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come in here and select there and do some kind of wires. I'm not sure what's going to happen here yet, so we're going to, let's get back to median point. We're going to mess around with a couple of wires anyhow. I'm going to look from here, I'm just going to drag it down, and let's hide the mirror on this side. I don't want to apply the mirror yet. I will soon though. Oh, maybe did I lose my guy? Where's my guy? There it is. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to give this some thickness now. And I'm going to have a few wires. So I'm going to come in here and select, and for the moment I'm going to bring it back to there. And I'm just going to bring these. I'm going to select here, Shift S, cursor to selected. And no, not yet, this point. And I'm going to create some kind of like a junction box. I can even just use a cube for now. That the wires would go into, I think. I'm not sure how this all, I want all this to go. So I'm just going to do this. Let's see. Maybe we'll just have it go into there. And I'll just pull it out. But I want it to be sort of like that. Okay, let's select, but not these faces here. Nah, let's not do it that way. Let's focus on this thing here. I'm just going to drag that down. I'm just going to select the edges and make a very simple type thing. I'm going to bevel. I'm going to inset a little bit and push it in. The wires could go into there. I'm going to select these edges and bevel them. I just need like 3. I'm going to drag an edge through here and cut into this. Sorry, E and Alt S and pull and select these edges and bevel them. And I'm going to select back here and bevel this. Okay, so I'm getting that. And just a question of how I want this. Could be in the wall like that, I suppose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look from the end, Shift D and G. Where did that one go? There it is. I'm going to decrease the size of this one and just have, you know, a couple of these at different spots, and we'll bend them a little bit. I'm going to come out to here and I'm going to grab those, Shift D and P to break it out. So I have that piece. I'll make it a little shorter, and then I'll increase the size of some kind of a terminal or whatever you would call that end part. I'll change the resolution to 3 and then convert to a mesh, and I'll come in and I'll just I think I just have to make a face. We'll get rid of this edge and we'll grab this edge and we'll bevel just like that, and then I can take this piece and sort of push it into there. And we'll have that, and this one maybe a little bit less fat, and yeah, just find a position for it. Yeah, okay, we'll do something like that. And I want to take this and do another one, duplicate that down, maybe here, not the same. Maybe in there, and this one maybe will be even narrower, and this thing we can I'll just scale it like that. Okay, and then I think I'll move that up. I'll come in here and I'll just take some of these points and just move them around a little bit. Again, like I say, I'm not sure what this is going to do. I'm going to subdivide here. I'll just have it droop down. And the same thing with this one is going to come down a little bit. And just wherever. This big one I also want to do something with. I'm going to slide that point over there. And it's going to come down. And I'm kind of thinking of having this guy come around here. I'm going to do another one there. I'm just not sure exactly what. I will be hanging some lights. Or a light or two. I guess I should probably put... Let's take this point, pull it out, bring the 3D cursor to there, and then take this and let's just, all right, I should be doing this more often. Let's shift these, bring it down there, and let's set the origin to the 3D cursor and set the geometry origins to get that in the, roughly the right position. And we'll focus just on those two. If I can get this one back, where'd it go? There it is. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to scale shift Y. Let's try that. Bring that back. Okay. And then just work on positions and stuff. I'm not sure yet, so as you can tell. Just something for the moment. Okay, so we're going to have that, and the 3D cursor's there. That's a decent area. I want to do something else. I want to do like a power button on here. So 16 vertices, scale it down. Rotate X, 90. Where you go? There you are. Focus on those two things. Okay, like that. Extrude out, inset a little bit, extrude out, bevel back quite a bit, like that, and bevel this just with 3, 2, 3, and get rid of that back there, and push it in. We'll shade smooth, bring the other stuff back and see. Yeah, okay. So that's all right there. Okay, how's everybody doing here? Okay, you. And everybody else is okay. Let's select this thing and put the mirror back on for the moment. And let's put the shadow back on, and let's crawl inside this to just have a look at that. Now, you know, I could put more details. I'm not sure. I'm going to, you know, copy this down a few times, and I have to figure out what I want to do at the end. But that's what that's looking like, and then I'll put some kind of supports for the wires. I'll just show you one more thing that I'm thinking, and then we'll call it a day. I'm going to take, I'll take that, and I'll copy it, just so I don't ruin anything that I've got. I'll snap it to here, and I will, not that. Just going to close it. So, you know, I don't have the stuff, but just to get an idea. And that's not the best one to use. And I'm thinking maybe, you know, we'll just have a few segments down, this either mirrored to the other side or some other stuff, and then sort of an end with, you know, some kind of a door or something like that, or that round thing, instead of having, you know, going to the left and the right. But that's what we're getting so far, and that's just an idea. But I'll come up with more for that, and then maybe a few pieces that I'm missing. Of course, I want to do I may do something else on here, going down some other wires on the other side, and then I'm going to have some hanging lamp, whatever, and that's basically going to be it, you know. All right, cool. Wow, I like it so far. I hope you do as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.